Man, it's just craziness, you know?
It is.
Really?
Wow.
That's Dave's notification that we're live.
Hey, everybody, this is Johnny Beane. It's 5:06.
Oh, we just
time.
missed it.
8:06. It turned right when I was gonna say 5, and it changed to 6. right when that happened. Yes, YouTube is telling me that I'm live. Thank you, YouTube. That's very weird. It is May 22nd, 2018, which I hear is somebody's birthday.
No one? Okay.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Thanks. It's my birthday again. All right.
2 birthdays in 5 weeks. Way to go, man. Getting up there.
So in all fairness, I can say yes because my first name is David. So
Really?
Oh, I thought that was for doctor. I thought you were Dr. Ben Coombs.
well, there is that too. Yeah.
Sounds good, at least, you know.
Doc
In that
Ben?
Dr. Johnny Fever kind of way.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hey,
Fever!
fellow babies.
Yes. Yeah. So welcome everybody. It's Tuesday.
Yes.
Tuesdays now. Yeah, I got the telly out for Telly Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Look at those. Hello. Tellies.
Hello.
Look at that one.
The 2 for Tuesday. 2 tellies for Tuesday.
Yay.
Yes.
Jeez. Yes, everyone in the chat, thank you very much. Wow, the chat's just blowing up. Thank you for all the birthday wishes.
Oh man.
It's awesome. Another year older, but no wiser. So
JJ's in here, Mr. BHB. I don't know who that is.
I think that's my co-host from earlier today.
Sully Dude is in here. Sully Dude 24. Hey man, stay safe out there. Brunsey Rocks out of Illinois.
Yes.
Good to
Right?
see you, man. Pris 46. Good to
Hey,
see
Pris.
you. Steve Anderson. Look out, everybody.
Uh-oh.
He's here early. Steve, you okay?
Look
Yeah,
at
he's here
that
like
guy.
this.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Man, I am clear tonight. Do you guys?
Clear.
You are.
Go.
It's the
It's a
same.
birthday miracle.
Same. It's your birthday, and I look good. You should have more birthdays, man. Man, I've never been this clear before. It's the magic of the lights, you know. I guess.
Look, the same from my end, my friend.
Man.
Did you get a new prescription in your glasses or something? Is that what it is?
No, I need to though. I need to. You know it's
too.
bad. You know it's bad when you gotta take your glasses off to read. You know.
You gotta get those trifocals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
noticed.
told a couple of years ago I'd need to get bifocals, but I'm like, that's just so not rock and roll. I can't do it. So I
some
just
big
do the
window
look
views.
around my glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, you just get them as shades. Then you wear them all the time, and you look cool.
That's
You know. Yeah. So hey, everybody, Dan Halen, good to see you. Jim Nicholas, let's vape. He says. Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, I was watching some of your live stream earlier, Ben, and
Yes.
you had like people like in and out of the shop,
Yeah, we just kept going well after my lunch. Yeah.
getting their coils or whatever that is.
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
Charge it up.
The coils is the part of the vape that has the cotton in it and the wire that absorbs the juice and creates the actual steam.
All right, I'm sure there's a show for this, but it's
Yeah. I'll send you a link later, Jay.
thanks. In case I want to start vaping.
That's for the fellow vapors in the chat, like Mark Taylor
And Eddie Van Halen.
and Eddie Van Halen, because you know he's watching.
Eddie Vape Halen?
R2, R3.
See,
Eddie
now,
Vape,
if I started a Van Halen tribute act, it'd be that, wouldn't it?
Eddie Vape Inhaling?
Yep.
I just do Vape Halen. We'd have the best smoke show ever.
Uh-huh. Well, hey, speaking of tributes, everybody, check out our friend
Yes.
Caleb Rapoport's new Van Halen tribute, Nerd Halen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got a Facebook page, he's got an Instagram, he's got a Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Just search Nerd Halen, 2 words, and you'll find them. Give them a follow and a like.
Does he have a lineup secured or no?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll.
I think so. I could have swore when I talked to him a couple of weeks ago, they had a practice or something. Maybe they're at that point.
Okay. Now I want to ask him this as well, and I guess maybe the Friday late show would be the good time. But is everybody in the band gonna have kind of like a alter ego name, kind of like, you know, a
Nerd Van Halen,
kind of dorky, Michael Anthony kind of dorky?
Yeah.
Are they gonna do something like that?
I don't know.
Or am I asking the wrong people?
I think you
Caleb,
are.
are you here?
Yeah. You're asking about a guy out on the West Coast in California, and you're talking to some dude in Ontario, Canada. I don't know. I'm not plugged into the scene. I'm sorry.
All right.
What's that buzzing sound?
Good thing I'm not wearing headphones.
It's my trademark. Hashtag bad ground.
Hit the ground lift switch on your Oh, never mind.
It might be my ears though. I don't know. You know,
It's your ears.
I had a very long day yesterday. Didn't get here till like 11 o'clock, and it's. Yeah.
So what'd you do? You have a habit of saying you've done all kinds of stuff, but never tell.
I did this. I did that.
I was so busy yesterday twiddling my thumbs.
Got Taco Bell.
Yeah. You're going to have to start elaborating. If you're going to be so busy, start elaborating.
Uh-huh. I did get Taco Bell. That is true. That is true, because it's the only thing that was open. You know, it was like 11:30 by the time
And
I
then
got
it did this to your stomach.
dinner. It wasn't so bad.
I only used that one
there-
time Friday
Did the
show,
naked
so I
chalupa?
gotta make up.
Mm-hmm.
You got the naked
Naked chalup.
I did. And
no
it's the last
sauce.
time. It's the last time I'm getting that thing.
You
Oh,
said that the
no.
last time you got one.
Yeah, that's it.
You got one on Sunday too. So you got them 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's your mistake right there.
Yeah. No, I had two musical projects I had to turn in and be done, and which are done. So I spent all day re-recording, writing, and mixing this one thing, and I'll put them up. I'll put them up on SoundCloud, and maybe here on YouTube.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Ooh.
But well, Jay, you know exactly. You know, let's say you mix for 6 hours straight,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to sit through 4 hours of listening.
Mm-mm.
You know,
No.
after that, you're a mess.
Yeah, your ears get fatigued.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Colorful.
whenever I mix, I mix for a couple hours, take a little break, come back. Yeah, because your ears, I mean, they start playing tricks on you the more and more, especially like if you're intently listening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you start thinking, oh, is there enough treble? Bumping stuff up. But yeah, you gotta, that's 6 hours and then 4 hours of listening to other people's stuff. Blah!
Yeah, that was my day yesterday. So I'm pretty much I don't know. I'm out of it today, but I don't know how I even got out of here and had to go do what I had to do. PO box, Whole Foods, Target, whatever.
The usual run.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I'm going up to Walnut Creek, I think, which is all day. Yeah. Howie was checking the action on the Telecaster.
Speaking of Telecasters, I want to see a little more about Dave's Telecaster there, because I don't think I've seen that before.
Really?
I got to see it for the first time on Saturday.
There's my My beautiful Nocaster.
Oh yeah.
It's called a Nocaster because it doesn't say Telecaster; it just says Fender. Between 1950 and 52, in 49, Leo Fender came out with the Broadcaster, which is this guitar, but spelled Broadcaster, Broadcaster. He got sued by Gretsch because they had a drum set called the Broadcaster before that.
Ooh.
So instead of coming up with, I mean, he didn't come up with the word Telecaster yet. So instead of coming up with a new name, all he did was snip off the little Broadcaster on the Fender logo and put that on, and it's called the Fender Nocaster.
Wow, I didn't know that.
For about 9 months of 1951. In about, I guess, October of 51, they came up with the name Telecaster, and the Telecaster was born.
Cool.
Yeah.
And what year is that?
This is fairly new. This is a relic guitar. This is, you know, just a great replica of a 1951.
Okay. All right.
I can't afford it. A 1951 Nocaster is probably about 50 grand, 60 grand.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Well, you got to think they only made them for about 7 or 8 months. I mean, so there's not that many around, you know.
And they weren't selling a lot of guitars overall at that time. They're so small still.
Yeah.
Is there a number on how many they actually made?
There's, I would guess there's a couple hundred.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, John BL says the replica is still cool. That, I mean, I've never seen an OG, but that, I mean, you could have fooled me. But then again, the hell, I don't know what I'm looking at. So,
well, I'll tell you, I've played a lot of original Blackguard Telecasters, and I've played a Broadcaster, and I've played a Nocaster. They're all the same guitar, just with the, you know, different decal on the headstock. And they feel very much like this guitar. This neck is really, really close. It's really close. You would hate it because it's big. It's a big neck. They you know, they weren't small. No. A small neck back then. This was probably on the small side of what they were, because they were bigger than this. And this is it's big from front to back, but there's very little shoulders on this one, so it feels smaller to me. But these were generally big neck guitars.
Jim Nicholas asked, didn't the original Nocaster just have the bridge pickup?
No, that's an Esquire. And that's the very first electric guitar, which also looked exactly like this. It just didn't have a neck pickup in it.
And what pickups are in that?
These are Don Mayer Broadcaster pickups. The bridge pickup is the Keith Richards Broadcaster pickup. And the neck pickup is a 53. It's a replica of a 1953 chrome over brass.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
It is.
Hey, Sean Zimmerman. Hey, who else just popped in here?
There's Broken Chains, Bozique.
Yep. Thomas Santiago. Hey, man.
Scott Nickerson. Jim Nicholas. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
So what makes this a little easier to play is this one has big frets in it, and the fretboard radius is slightly shallower than an original. An original one is 7 1/4 radius.
That broad's got some big frets.
Yeah. It's easy to play, and the action is super low. I don't know if you can actually see that, but
yeah,
that's really
nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's super low for one of these types of guitars. It's not as low as the guitar you have in your hands, Jay, because I mean that's a real flat radius. If I got these strings that low, they'd be sitting on the fretboard.
Well, you're gonna laugh, Dave. You want to see this?
Sure. Oh, you put the original look back on.
I put it back on. And I'll tell you something. All I did was switch the neck back, raise the bridge a little bit, and it's like the action is just how you basically just how you had it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I just couldn't, man. I know that I botched it. I put it back there. But I know when I sanded the heel, I botched it. You know, I tried putting different levels from front to back as far as the shim with the sandpaper and stuff, and it wasn't right. Couldn't get it right. And then the resonating between the neck and the body, like it just didn't sing anymore. You know, it lost some oomph to it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop chasing my tail. I'm gonna go back to the original neck that was on it, and you know, if I get it refretted, I get it refretted. If not, I'm happy with it. Whatever. Thanks, Jeannie.
I was going to ignore it.
It's my wife. I can't ignore it. You know.
Well, yeah, you can. I can, but you can't.
Necks back, switching them out. No, it's going to be hard to live without stainless steel frets. But I found a luthier in the area. I'm going to give him a call tomorrow, but don't tell Jeannie. Oh, she's in here. Crap.
You're supposed to say that off air, Jay.
Yeah.
Well, she's still in here when we're off air. Except she's standing right behind him.
Yeah.
She's in there. She knows what I'm thinking, so doesn't matter either way.
Shane Robinson says he loves his telly, and it's his Open G guitar. It says it sounds good in G. That's what I have this in tune right now.
Open G, okay, yeah. So you can play some Jeannie will be happy. Play some Google Dolls.
Wait a minute. Did Jay just say, since it's an Open G, play some Goo Goo Dolls? Of all bands that come to mind on Open G tuning?
Dude, I hear it all the time whenever I have a guitar down there. Are you tuned to Open G? No. Is my acoustic tuned to what?
Yeah, but why wouldn't you say play some Rolling Stones or at least the Black Crowes? Yeah. Those two are the two bands that come to mind when I hear Open G.
She doesn't want to hear that stuff.
Jeannie.
All right, show's over.
Yeah.
Bye.
Birthday's over, everybody.
Yeah, way to go, Ben.
Broken Chains, nobody needs a telly with a Floyd on it.
No.
Hey, Craig's
you
in
have
here.
You have plenty of guitars with Floyds on them. I saw them. You don't need another.
Yeah.
Exactly. Guitarwannabee in here.
I think the McMars Floyded up tellies look pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's a telly shape. It's not a telly. That's got humbuckers in it.
Yeah, a T-style guitar.
Yeah, telly style, not a telly. A telly's 2 single coils.
Yep.
On the outside, a telly is a single coil and a full range humbucker like Johnny's. On the outside, that's hardly a telly, but it is.
But what about on the inside?
So that's not a telly then.
Your guitar is a telly. It's it's just not it's.
But that's not a
more telly-ish than 2 humbuckers.
But those are 2 humbuckers.
No, well, you put a humbucker in the bridge.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, then it's not a telly anymore.
So Bozique is asking about the tellies right now. He said, Dave, Johnny, or anyone else who's a telly enthusiast, which I'm not, but I've always been a Strat guy, never into the tellies. What is exactly it that I'm not seeing or appreciating about them? I think it's just the sound. Like they sound like a whole different. They have a very specific, unique tone to them.
I think they play a little different too.
They play very different than Strats. Strats are easier to play across the board. They're just easier. The body shape allows it to be easier.
I see what you mean. Yeah, definitely more comfortable.
Telly pickups are they're maybe Well, it's a wide range of different sounds. Some of them can be thinner sounding, some of them can be thicker sounding, but they can be shrill. The best sounding tellies to me are the maple body with the maple neck and maple fretboard. Not maple body, the ash body, an ash body with a maple neck. Early 50s. Anything, and with me, Strats, it's different. I like the 60s older body with a rosewood fretboard. That's just the way I am. But tellies, I think, sound best with an ash body and a maple fretboard. It's just that sound. It's got a honk to it that that no other guitar has. The only guitar that comes close is a Les Paul, and it's a bit bigger sounding, but the best sounding Les Pauls sound like big Telecasters to me.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah, most people always think of Les Pauls as that dark, full, booming, and it's like, no, play a clean Les Paul, and the good ones sound very similar to a Telecaster. And Steve Anderson was asking what I got for my birthday. Well, I got some travel money for my trip down to Sweetwater next month from the parents, and I guess last week, we'll call them birthday gifts that I bought for myself, my new Tone Bender Fuzz and Tri-Vibe. Good vibes.
Nice.
They were locally made, hand-wired. The Fuzz is really unique because it's a Tone Bender like Page used, right? Except it has a tone knob, as you can see, and the tone circuit, I was telling Johnny, is out of a Proco Rat circuit. So it's wild. It's interesting. I've never heard anything like it. I love it.
That's awesome.
A triple vibe unit. Doesn't sound as good as yours, though, Dave. I was digging that vibe you were playing earlier.
The vibe that I have, it's called an Ultra Vibe, and it's by Sweet Sound. It's a big pedal, and the difference to my ears is that it's hardwired, and I think that's the difference between what a really good vibe sounds like and the rest of them. The battery run vibes, and even if you run a plug into them, they don't sound as good as the ones that are hardwired. They just, for some reason, sound less grainy. This sounds like a real Univibe, this one. I don't know if you can even hear that over the radio, over the computer.
Yep.
But that's just clean with the vibe pedal on. But I have not heard a better vibe pedal other than a vintage Univibe.
I agree.
The only downfall is it's a big pedal. It's about that big.
Right.
So Craig said he's spraying Matrix Clear Coat now. What guitar? If you're still in here, Craig, what guitar are you painting?
Oh, Craig. Yeah, Craig sent me a picture. Craig, I don't know if you want me to show this picture or not. If you do, I'll show it. I'll be happy to.
Uh-oh.
It's really good. It's really cool. Let me know, Craig.
So, Dave, before we jumped live, you were playing. The volume didn't drop out at all. And now that I'm wondering if that's a thing, if when you're just over this, YouTube or Google doesn't do anything, but once you're live, it kind of drops the volume down when you're playing music. We'll have to do a test.
Yeah, that might very well be.
Yeah.
Might very well be. So, Craig, you're cool with it? Yeah, he says sure.
All right. While you're showing that, I was just going to quickly answer something there.
This is the picture that Craig sent me. These are the 4 guitars that he just painted.
Oh, yes. I remember that. I think he posted that late last week. I love that black and red. I'm not going to lie.
Well, Dave say something again.
Oh, sorry. How about that? They look fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
3 of them look lefty and 1 looks righty, but it's actually the other way.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Great job, Craig.
Look at him. What
Chug.
Moonshine? You got some
Chug.
moonshine in that there jar?
Let's
Little corn whiskey. Yeah, that's about 65%.
wow.
The show just
5% rubbing alcohol.
I'm just drinking water, you guys.
I'm planning on working tomorrow hungover, so.
Man, that's being hungover to me is just the worst feeling there is.
Oh, it is.
There's worst. I mean, it's the worst.
It's food poisoning, hangover, and then everything else after it. Yep. It's like I am just I don't do anything if I'm hungover.
When you're hungover, you can't escape. You can hope you can go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Although what I used to do, if I'd wake up like sweating, you wake up just like after a night of like, you know, partying or after a I remember we played this band I was in I don't know, some years back. We played like a party in San Francisco, and like a house party. And we set up in the garage. I remember having my PV 5150 I had to have my cabinet sideways. Otherwise it kept rolling like down the it was in the garage and it kind of went like this, you know?
Yeah.
In the car hold.
In the car hold.
So I've got pictures of me playing and my amp is like sideways behind me, right? But apparently at this party, whoever lived at the place, you walk into the bathroom and the tub is full of like brew.
Pops. You had a few too many pops.
They were making their own beers in there.
Oh.
And so I totally blacked out that night, right?
Oh my God.
Next day, you wake up and I had to go hiking the next day.
Oh.
It was not. It was awful.
Nope.
It was awful. But one of the remedies, though, is that you wake up like that, you grab a 40, and you just chug it. You know?
Yeah, and then but it's kicking the can down the road. You know, it's like you're gonna end up having to deal with it eventually.
The rest of the week. Yeah. Tomorrow you got to deal with it. The next day, it's.
Apparently, there's a comment in the chat. Me hungover is fun, and I just realized, it's my cousin. My cousin's tuned in. He'd know.
It's a good time. You're a lot of fun.
Like most people know, I go on vacation, an annual road trip down to North Carolina for the NASCAR races for 2 weeks. He's my partner in crime. It's the two of us down there for 2 weeks. The Canadian invasion. So he knows. And I probably consume more alcohol in that 2 week period than I do almost the entire rest of the year. So
the hoser holiday.
It is a hoser holiday.
Well, Steve is losing
so much
his
we
mind
celebrate
in the
our
chat.
late win.
Oh,
Yes, that's true. I've seen that.
Yeah, Steve's losing his mind. I got to open this thing, otherwise.
Yeah, he's tapping his good foot like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Man, I can't believe you're looking forward to be hungover, man. That's
no.
Well, yeah, it's usually because it's preceded by a good time. So.
And that's happening right now. I wouldn't be hungover for this.
It's not worth it.
No.
Well, I don't get to do the late show ever, so it's a Tuesday early show for me.
Oh man. Well, if you're gonna be hungover, we got to see you working on it now. You know.
All right. Well, I can at least have a chaser to the shine. So.
Just drinking sideways. All right. Yeah. Jim Nicholas asked, "Was it me who mentioned buying Pedialyte? I bought some a couple days ago." Yes. And what I do is, after my first pop or whatever I'm drinking,
wobbly pop,
I'll drink. I'll mix some Gatorade G2 and some Pedialyte. Have some of that, and then after my set, basically after every 2 drinks, I'll have a cup of a red Solo cup of Pedialyte and Gatorade, and then when the night's over, drink as much as you can of it, and because I get really bad hangovers, and
I think I saw that at the end of the late show, which I finally finished this morning.
Yeah, or a water for every beer. Yep, there you go.
Wow.
All right,
that's what I do on vacation.
Package. Can I say that?
What?
You just did.
I'm going to open Steve's package. This was okay. This is from Steve Anderson, our good friend.
Steve.
Let's see what we got. Yeah. Hold on. I got to see if there's a note in it first because okay, no note in there. It might be Steve, is there a note? Should I try to look for that first?
Thank you, Mayhem.
Okay. There is a note. Okay, I found the note. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think I know what it is. Holy crap. Steve Anderson. Look at this.
Oh.
And both sides are painted. And look. I got number one.
You look really close. It's an old British Columbia license plate now.
Wow, man. Look at that.
That's cool.
Steve Anderson, you are too kind. The world needs more of you. That's killer.
Jared Frost.
It's awesome.
Where are you going to put that on?
We need more Jareds too.
I got to get a car.
Hey, Jared.
Put it on. And if, in case you guys didn't notice, I'm sure you did. Look at the 0.
Nice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know what's going to happen. I'm going to park my car one day, and somebody's going to be like, "Yo, your 0 is a little higher than the rest of the numbers, bro."
Yeah, it is. That's when you. Yeah, it is. With that smile.
Actually, the other 3 are too low.
Yeah, maybe Eddie put the 0 on first, right? We don't know. Steve, thank you so much. This is super, super
That's awesome, Steve.
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool, man.
And can I read the note? Jay,
there was a note.
You. Every time you're on Johnny's show, I just want to lick the computer screen. Oh my goodness. Whoa, dude.
I knew it.
Yeah, I hope it works. Yes, painted with coolest colors. Schwinn Stingray, exact factory match spray paint. Same paint as my Kramer 5150 build. I think I may have outdone the Van Halen store plate. Cheers, Steve, the Rummeister Steve Anderson. Thank you, dude.
Broken chains. Broken chains. Come on now.
Yeah, I just saw that.
He says nothing on file, Dave, in New York for a 5150 personal license plate. Just checked. Don't be using that police computer unauthorized. Don't do that.
So the question is, though, Dave, in the state of New York, is that the #1 unauthorized search in that database? It's random cops.
I don't
Like
know.
that's the one thing they'll look for.
I don't have a police computer, but
a SCMOD? You don't have a SCMOD?
Oh, that's fantastic.
State, county, municipal. What is it? What does it stand for again?
I can't. It's state, county. No, I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, municipal something or other. Yeah, you're right.
The hell's a SCMOD? This is awesome. Oh my goodness. And he actually put a piece of electrical tape like right above Eddie's input jack. Steve, you are something else, dude. Something else, man.
Yeah, that's the bottom part of the 5150 guitar.
That is so cool.
What's the back
it
look
is.
like? Tell me it's the back of the 5150.
It
Yep.
probably is.
It is, because that one stripe.
Wow, dude.
That plate is basically the bottom of the guitar,
Yeah.
is what that is.
So he painted it. Okay, yeah, of course
Oh my
he did.
goodness, Steve. Man,
Crazy, Steve.
this is so cool. I gotta buy a car now to put this on.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
No, I had to get rid of mine.
I was going to say, what do you live in New York City?
Yeah, I'm actually waiting for my brother to sell me his, and he's taking his sweet time.
State County
Wow.
Municipal Offender Data System.
Come
Could
on. Dan Halen. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Steve, Steve, thanks again for the jacket, man. I was at Target today, checking out, and the person behind me that watches, the self checkout, he's like, "Cool shirt, man," and I'm like, this,
What is that?
It's Wyoming.
I thought it said A-hole, Wyoming.
Yeah, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Got this when I was on a road trip like 5 years ago. But he goes, no, the Van Halen, which Steve, is this a shirt or a jacket?
It's in between.
I wear it like a jacket, but it's like a heavy shirt, I guess. And I said to the dude, I'm like, wow, I'm surprised you even knew who Van Halen was, because nobody here knows who Van Halen is in Santa Cruz, And the guy says, yeah, he's like, it's a shame,
That's insane. That's insane that anywhere in California that they don't know what Van Halen is. What's wrong? You know what?
That's not the music scene here at all. I live 5 minutes from the this is surf. This is it's a surf country.
Yeah, Craig said, I need a stealth plate. Steve, get busy.
Craig will do it himself.
Yeah, that's true. This is so cool, man.
Wow.
So cool.
But it's not legal though to put that on a car though, is it?
Yeah, in South Carolina, you only need the back license plate. The front ones,
so you can put it on the front. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Because we were on tour down in Mexico. We got pulled over for not having a plate on the front of the van.
Well, that's not the real reason why you got pulled over.
Well, yeah, I don't know if that is why, because they didn't say we did anything wrong, but they just stood by us and they're just like,
Yep.
I'll never go to Mexico again, you guys. Sorry, Steve. Well, Steve, you go to the safe part of Mexico, but where we were, nah, you can't trust.
And they go, oh, that's just Steve from Canada. He's not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah. And then they tried to pull us over again. It's like we gave them $20. We left. Down the cops stand like on the side of the road, like every 2 seconds you see a couple cops standing there, and we're driving and they're trying to wave us over every time, and we just kept going. You
gotta do what you do in Grand Theft Auto. Open the door when you're driving. Boom.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is a jacket, Jared. It is.
No, it depends on where you live. If you were in Alaska, that would be a shirt.
Yeah.
Really?
A summer shirt at that.
90.
90. Yeah. Honey, can you put on your Van Halen 90? Hey, Jared.
Yeah. I guess it is. It's like a heavy shirt.
A heavy metal shirt. In the very beginning of the show, I can't go back far enough now, but somebody asked about the Metallica tribute band that I saw a week and a half ago.
See that.
I did. They were decent. The singer was like a mini James Hetfield. The drummer ruined it because he wasn't playing anything like the albums. But all in all, it was
good. In other words,
I thought it, and Dave said it. Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, I'll tell you, this isn't a Metallica's great thing or anything, but I was listening to the Master of Puppets anniversary reissue that came out recently, and I'll tell you, I might have brought this up. I don't know if it was on the Late Show a week or two ago, but after scrolling through and listening to all the extra stuff they have, did you see that guitar pick was stuck to the bottom of my palm? All the extra stuff that's on the Master of Puppets reissue, right? Not just they remastered the whole album. I think there's 3 or 4 full live shows from that tour, and then there's from the demo tapes, from their riff tapes, they call them, of like James writing the riffs, coming up with little things. And then not only that, they'll have them demoing the songs, like from a tape recorder. James and Lars just playing the songs, working them out. And then they also have, like, as the songs are being mixed in the studio, they're called work in progress mix, where it's basically like rhythm guitar from the album and the drums. And then there's some with like vocals here and there, and then guitar solo sections where they're kind of still working stuff out. That is how you do a reissue. All the extra stuff, I think a lot of bands are afraid to put out demos because it's not, you know, doesn't sound good. It's not polished. It's not perfect. And just, what do you have to be afraid of? I mean, give your fans that are hardcore fans as much material as you can, that you have, you know? Because let's face it, you know, how many times have you guys bought like, you know, Van Halen 1 or 51? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're older, you bought them on LP, you bought them on cassette, and then you bought them on CD, and then you might have even bought the download you know, the digital copy. So it's like, give these people that, you know, bought these albums 3 or 4 times all the stuff you have, man. And that's my rant. I'll see you guys later.
Wait a minute. Who is this?
It's Jay. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Who just sent me this text? Hey, Johnny, this van is a few blocks from my house. Should I be reading this?
Band down by the river.
Well, I want to make sure. I don't know if they're watching this now or if this is just a random text that somebody sent me. I've seen that van. I've seen. Yeah. I saw it in Modesto, which is like 4 hours away from me.
Dave, do you have a preference for an amp when you play your telly? Fender Guru's asking.
Anything clean. I usually play through my Super Reverb, which is what I'm playing through now, or one of my rock and roll amps, because it's a clean platform, and then I'll use pedals.
Nice.
Yes, I'm watching. Oh, it's Bo. Okay, hey Bo, hey man, can I show this? Cool, man. Yeah, everybody sees this van around the Bay Area. Everybody sees it. I'm sure most of you have seen it all over Instagram. It's been all over San Francisco. There's like the side of it. It says 1984 on one side. It says 0812 on the other side. It says 5150 on another side. I wonder if that's where the van lives.
Down by the river?
Because I see it.
He just said it was in Oakland on 35th Avenue last time he went by there.
Wow, yeah, it's been in Oakland. It's been spotted in San Francisco. It's been spotted. I saw it in Modesto, which, if you guys know the Bay Area, Modesto is like way out. There was a picture of it I saw in San Ramon, which was just down the street from where I lived previously to here. Anyway, yeah, that van gets around, you
guys. Hey, look who's in the chat room, everybody.
Huh?
Eddie Van Halen's in here.
Would it be better to make your songs for a band or to make cover songs?
Well, I mean, wouldn't you know, Eddie? I mean, God, you're a multi-bazillionaire.
And you've done both originals and covers.
It depends on where you're at and what you're doing. I mean, it's an easy answer. I would say if you're first starting out, concentrate on cover tunes. Mm-hmm. Makes it easier for you to get out there and play. But if you really enjoy playing and if you really enjoy creating stuff, concentrate on your original stuff, and then make that your focus eventually. Don't just play covers your whole life. Don't make covers your main thing.
But usually, I mean, I know in my band starting out, you know, we started, obviously, me and my old drummer just playing cover songs together. And then eventually you start writing your own stuff. You know, so you go from playing covers and then slowly graduating, I guess you could call it, into writing your own music.
Yeah. And as you write more material, you incorporate more of it into your set lists.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'm kind of on the other side of things where, you know, I did covers and then, you know, did original music, and now I'm just happy playing cover tunes again. And that's what I'm planning on doing the next 20 years or so. Just play all the songs. Like, we have a rule in the band. If one guy in the band, he can veto any song, and he doesn't even have to give a reason, because we don't want one guy playing a single song they don't want to play. And I think that's the key to cover tunes. As long as everybody wants to play them, it's good to go.
What if it's the same guy vetoing all the songs?
Well, then we find a new guy.
Hey,
Can you guys veto the guy?
We can veto the guy. We did that.
Don Vito.
We hired a drummer. He lasted one show, and then we replaced him.
Was it Spinal Tap? Did he spontaneously combust?
he imploded.
Yeah, I think at the stage that I'm in right now, if I were to join or start a new band, I would probably be more interested in playing covers as opposed to like starting from scratch, trying to do that type of thing with all original songs. I think that would be more fun for me.
All of this stuff here, that's due to covers.
Yeah.
All
covers
of this,
pay.
All of this is all because of covers. So
yeah, covers pay.
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't shooting for the stars, but I made a pretty good living for a lot of years.
That's right.
You can't really make that living anymore. You can't make the same living anymore, but that's a lot of years of playing cover music.
I'll tell you something. There was a band that I recorded in 2007 and 2008. I recorded like 3 of their EPs, all original music, right? Well, around 2008, they started playing covers around in the area, like the Newburgh, New York area. So I'd say the second summer, this is probably 2009, because I moved from there at the end of 2010 down here. So this is probably the summer of 2009. I went to one of their shows at some, you know, outside bar. They had like sand in the back all set up, whatever. So I was talking to the singer, you know, BSing and stuff. And we got to talking about, like, you know, as far as how much they're getting paid to play, basically be a cover band. So he told me how much they made, or they were making that night. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I was blown away. I'm like, dude, playing covers? Like, I never made that much money playing originals. Like, it was unbelievable, you know? So yeah, you can make a lot of money if you're a decent to good cover band.
Without mentioning numbers, Jay, I make 5 times as much now than I did playing originals on a given night. Now, granted, the original band, we also had merch we could sell that potentially, could make more money. But we're talking just from promoter / bar, whatever you want to call it, whoever was paying us. I make 5 times as much now as I did. Yeah,
it's nuts.
Of course, the difference too is I'm playing 3 to 5 sets in a night, as opposed to 1 to 2 sets a night as well. Yeah. So,
and you got to learn a lot of songs.
Yep. Yeah, I think we've got, I don't know, 80, 90 under our belts right now.
Yes, it was Schlessinger's. Jeannie, you are something else. Get out of here. That's the show that I asked him about it.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about learning cover tunes is you learn them and you always have them.
Mm-hmm.
You always have something to play, and it makes it easy to jump in and jam with people you don't know. It's like, hey, do you know this? Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you all know it, pretty much the same version of it, you can just jump in and just play.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But what I was talking about is if you want to write your own stuff.
Yes.
Don't just play covers because you won't be happy. You know.
Right.
If you want to create and make sure you do that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, there's different things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, Johnny. You're 100% right. And I'm not going to say that I was happy playing covers. I don't think anyone playing covers is truly happy. I think what I was happy was I was making music for, not making music. I was playing music for a living, which was I was happy, but I think I would have been happier playing my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to make a living,
Right.
especially in New York, because New York, it's like it's hard to live here. You can't live here unless you're making. I mean, in my 20s, I was making 40 grand as a single kid,
Mm-hmm.
40 grand a year, and I was just making it. Like just making it
Yeah.
with $40,000. You would think $40,000, Jesus Christ, you can retire, but you can't. You can't in New York. It's it's tough. So I had to do. I worked a day job and did covers, and that's how I made my nut.
Mm-hmm.
So playing in an original band, touring for 3.5 years, I was not able to. I would not have been able to make a living doing that. Like whenever I'd come off the road, I'd have to go to work.
Yeah.
Getting home from a tour and having to like sell. I remember I had a Ibanez RG 7-string that I painted, like the 5150. It wasn't that great of a job, but I did it. And I got home from tour one time and I had to sell that because I had to pay bills.
Right.
So I guess there's a trade-off, when you think about, I was totally happy playing original music, being able to tour.
It's fulfilling in here and in your heart, but in your pocket, it's not.
Yeah. And then it's like, hey, I got to, the second I come off a tour, I got to pay bills and basically, whatever. And that's fine. But the things you do to play music and be able to play music, it was fine.
Yeah, sadly, a lot of situations for bands that are going out on their first handful of tours. A successful tour is where you don't lose money, like you just break even, right? Because a lot of them are buying their way onto tours, and you just hope to sell enough stuff to offset the cost, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, but even in the 70s, that would have been the same thing for any new band. Even in the 70s, great first tour is not owing any money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
How many songs would you play in a set? As far as cover band or original?
I don't know. We do 45, 50-minute sets with a 10 to 15-minute break, every hour on the hour. So it depends on, because some songs are longer than others, but anywhere from...
At the Beane, you're playing, how long?
There's a set. Yeah.
That's a set right there.
Yeah, who played that?
We have done stuff like that where you get into a Pink Floyd song and we'll just let it go. And we'll just let Rich go off on a tangent and he'll do like a 7-minute guitar solo. And we are playing that same run over and over again, but the crowd loves it. And we're like, dude, we just killed half a set. Awesome.
And it's funny, Pink Floyd music, you can do that. You can just lose yourself in a part and jam, and it's still awesome. Still works. Doesn't get
Allman
old.
Brothers, same thing.
Yep.
Do a verse, take a solo. Do a verse, take a solo.
Damn, Steve Anderson had to learn 300 songs. I don't think I tried to play 300 songs in my lifetime. Man, my brain isn't big enough for that. I don't have a big enough brain compartment.
No.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what you do, though, right? And when you run out of material, you just start at the top of set number 1 again.
Yeah, because it's either all new people in there or the people that heard the first set are drunk anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah, say so.
Birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's Ben's birthday. Every time we say it's Ben's birthday, you got to take another swig, man.
Oh, I was just thinking about that.
Wait,
I saw my eyes dart that way.
How many are you?
This will be number 5.
Well, no, I meant literally, how many are you? You know,
He's just one man, Johnny. He's just one man.
That wasn't a sip. That was a gulp.
Oh. Wait, hold that up. How much you got left?
Canadian water is very strong.
Oh man, you gotta. I was gonna say you gotta finish that before we're off, but there's no way.
No way. No.
No way. No way.
Laying in a puddle of drool.
Puddle of something else, man.
Like, come on. I'm 6 feet tall and 145 pounds. Yeah, I can't drink a lot of alcohol.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Keep it going, Michael.
He's good. Oh yeah, because he's a mod, so he won't give himself a timeout like you did earlier, Johnny.
That's true.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, I had to give Johnny a wrench on my channel because he was explaining a whole bunch of Kramer stuff, and he kept giving himself YouTube jail because he was typing so much.
Yeah.
He thought he was spamming the stream.
They kept putting me away.
Hey Ben, Doug, is that your
Yeah, that's Doug. That's my cousin.
your cousin? Okay.
So it's like
You know, same last name and everything.
so it's
Yeah.
like Ben and Doug.
Ben and Doug McKenzie.
Yeah.
Macumsey.
And the funny part is, everyone thinks we're brothers down there anyway. So, Coombsy, I love it.
Oh, who was that?
That was me.
Ben and Doug. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys gotta get some toques and some parkas.
We always got toques.
Yeah, that's true.
Token with Tukes. With 2 Canucks.
24 Elsinore beers.
Yeah, we just came off the May 2-4 weekend.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So are you hungover
guys
now?
No. I'm not feeling anything right now. I'm feeling great.
Just numb.
I've had enough of that into me now that I've grown a set of Nesdal cojones, so I'll say anything at this point.
Nesdal cojones. Nesballs.
Nesballs, yes.
You don't know how many times I heard that growing up.
I
Nesball.
can imagine.
Yeah.
The hell's going on downstairs?
See, now at this point, though, Dave, it's a compliment because you can say you've got a serious set of Nesballs on you.
Hashtag.
Nesbot.
Oh yeah, Johnny, what's up with the bot, man? When are we gonna get him?
I was looking into it today. Almost did it, and then had a few more questions about it. So maybe next time.
And do we know what name
sure.
we're gonna go with? Is it David Lee Bot, Michael Botany, Alex Bot Halen, Eddie Bot Halen,
David Nesbot. I don't know if you can name it.
Ah, what a shame.
Anybody in the chat room, anybody that streams, like, do you stream on Twitch? Do you stream here? Do you guys know anything about Nightbot?
Nope.
Michael Nightbot?
Man.
Awesome.
Basically, it's a bot that you put in your chat room, and it helps cut down on spam, and you can program it to basically say things for you. Like every 5 minutes, it could say, "Take another drink, Ben," or something, and
That sounds like
automatically be there.
a David Allen Wright thing. He could probably whip something up like that in a few minutes, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is a
I'm
thing.
still waiting for my birthday present, by the way, Johnny.
Uh-huh.
Keep waiting.
Yeah, the wrench. There was a wrench for a wrench deal earlier today. I'm just kidding.
Now you know.
It's like, I swear half the people that watch my channel have wrenches. It's crazy.
That's one thing I have noticed. It's like you're Oprah Winfrey. You get a wrench.
Yeah.
You get a wrench. Everybody gets a wrench.
If you had seen the amount of nasty people that were jumping in on the first few Sunday chats I did. It was insane, Jay. Like 30, 40 people jumping in at once.
On a Sunday.
It was just nuts. On a Sunday, no less.
I mean, come on. Can't we get one day where there's no... Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to have a pleasant guitar-oriented conversation on a Sunday afternoon. And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's why you get the Nightbot.
Nightbot.
That takes care of it for you. That takes care of it for you. That's one of the things.
I have a Bruce, though.
Bruce Bot.
Yeah, I have a Bruce Bot.
A Bruce Bot?
Yeah.
But that's one of my questions, though, is I don't know if it would work for Hangouts.
Mm-hmm.
I know it would work if I streamed using OBS.
Direct.
Which is what I'm planning on moving everything over to OBS at some point.
In the next 4 or 5 years.
Jay and I we need to do a few more tests.
You see what Sully just wrote? The bear bot.
Yeah, the bear bot.
If you act up, bear.
Yeah. And R2R3 locking nut. That's right. He's like, Bruce and I have your back. That's right. And I don't censor you all the time, Doug. It's just when he gets into the Mountain Kool-Aid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mountain Kool-Aid. What would be a good Van Halen cover band name? Well, I mean, I think a lot of the good ones are probably maybe taken because there's been so many of them over the years.
Yep.
Just be creative. You know, try to figure out something that explains your tribute band.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I agree.
Oh, look at that. It's just us. It's like Sunday all over again, Johnny.
I just had to put the put the license plate there.
There we go. And I'm not going to ask you about the guitar in the case that was missing for a little while, and then it's back. I noticed it was missing for a show.
I'm here. You guys were the same.
I got excited for a moment, and then I was like, "Oh, it's back!" And then somebody asked you about it, and you didn't want to talk about it. So that's me talking about it without talking about it.
I'll tell you off air after the show.
Fair enough. That'll be my birthday present. Thank you.
Islander Winder says Hand Valen.
Mm-hmm. Hand Valen. Sully Dude says Band Halen. Yeah. Actually, use how do you spell band? As in rock band. Band Halen. Yeah, there you go.
Type that, yep.
There's your name, Eddie Van Halen. BANDHALEN. Band Halen.
I'm doing Vape Halen if I ever
you better grab it.
How about Top Jimmy?
Top Jimmy?
But that's an actual band, and they're still together.
Oh.
That's what that song was written after. Top Jimmy and the Rhythm Pigs.
Oh, right.
That's an actual group. Carlos Guitarlos.
Temporarily pacified. Steve, are you talking about me?
Huh, Michael Beatty? Dude, that was a band name that I always wanted. Maybe I shouldn't say
Eddie's Kids?
Here. No, not that. Maybe I shouldn't. Now that I think of it, it's a really dumb name. But it's cool if you know it. I'll say it. A band name that I wanted, although I was kind of joking, is The Kids of Conrad Bain. Does anybody get that?
No.
Yes.
The Kids of Conrad Bain. Different Strokes. Yeah. That's a name I pushed for and nobody liked. Conrad Bain was the actor that played Mr. Drummond.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Oh, yeah. I know.
What a great name,
Conrad. I got it. Come on, Jay. I got it, and I've been sipping the Kool-Aid here. Come on.
You're sipping more than
Working on it. Steve's telling me. He's like, keep drinking. So I'm like, all right. Well, at least I'll have some beer.
Are there any decent Van Halen tribute / cover bands that can play both eras well?
Ooh, good question.
'Cause
Both
they're
there as well.
two very different singing styles.
Yeah, I was thinking you got to have one heck of a singer
Yeah.
to be able to do both.
There's a band based out here. When they're Van Halen, they're called Hot for Teacher.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have heard of them.
I think I have.
And they play the NAMM show every year. They didn't play this year because the NAMM is at the Hilton or is it the Marriott? Which is it? Michael Smith. Which was the place where we saw Larry Mitchell?
The Marriott.
Because it's not that place. It's the place across the way.
So it's the Hilton.
The Hilton. Okay. Anyway, this year at the NAMM show, they did like acoustic bands.
Uh-huh.
So this was like the first time in like something like
Name Halen.
Damn hell. Sully dudes on fire.
That was epic.
Damn Halen.
I couldn't do that again if I tried.
Anyway, yeah. The band that plays every year, they didn't play this year. They played last year. I saw them last year. A lot of times, Brad Gillis will get up and play with them.
Okay.
A lot of times, from Night Ranger. Michael Anthony has gotten up and played with them before in San Francisco. Michael gave a the Hard Rock Cafe in San Francisco one of his bass guitars, and Hot for Teacher played, and they played with them. This was in like 2003 or something.
Mm.
But what am I saying? Anyways, so there's a Van Halen tribute called Hot for Teacher, and when they play Van Halen, they're called Hot for Teacher. But the singer is also in a Sammy Hagar tribute band as well, called the Red Rocker Experience, and it's different. I think it's different members.
I've heard of them too.
Have you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The guitar player is.
I don't know why. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Actually, I saw the singer just randomly at the last Van Halen show I was at. Well, actually, no, it wasn't the last one. It was the one in Concord, California. Just happened to see him in the parking lot.
I'll see you in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. I'll show you guys a picture if you want to see.
Cool.
But anyway, that singer. Well, that singer, he does both. He can sing, sing the Dave stuff, sing the Sammy stuff.
Wow.
They're a
That's
great
impressive.
band. And it's not like they look exactly like Van Halen.
Right.
But
does he do a wardrobe change when they switch?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so. But all the members, they're all in different bands. Like the like the bass player. The bass player in Hot for Teacher he also plays the part of Sting in a Police tribute called Stung. They're actually pretty popular.
That's like the best
Name?
Sting tribute name you could possibly
Stung?
have.
Yeah,
Stung.
they're called Stung.
Stung.
They're out here too. They're pretty big too. There's a lot of big tributes out here, and they play in all different bands.
Yeah, Friday night we should do a section where after a few pops, we start thinking of bands and then coming up with good tribute names for them. I bet Steve would have a good time.
Steve can take notes.
Yep.
I will be commenting throughout. That's why you notice, Jay, you'll get random messages from me on the weekend because I'm watching the Late Show and be like, yeah, 2.5 hours in,
Oh,
you were talking about this.
man, a lot of the late shows become a blur, man.
No doubt.
Great.
Hey, I tried it once, and Speaking of
There's
hangovers.
there's no way I can go to 4 o'clock in the morning again. I just couldn't do. I was a bowl of Jello the next day.
yeah, you were on pretty late on that last one, Dave.
Yeah, almost till the end, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Then I left a few minutes after Dave.
4 o'clock, you guys were still going. I was like,
Yep.
I can't do this. I gotta go.
Yep. Well, I think this Friday we're not doing the regular show.
An early late show.
A late regular, early late, I guess is what we're kind of calling it. So maybe 10 o'clock.
Johnny announced that. Yeah,
10 o'clock.
Johnny announced 10 o'clock on my channel on Sunday. So
then I guess we have to keep it at 10 o'clock then, huh?
Yeah.
Well, nobody saw that.
Yeah, there was Johnny, there was you, me, and my mom.
Oh, thank you.
That was the one where we went live, and then my mom commented on a live stream from 2 weeks earlier, "I'm here." I'm like, "You're close." So then I text her, "No, refresh the page, Ma." Then she popped in for a few minutes. She tries.
Yeah. We can do whatever. I mean, I have to be somewhere like at a certain time. So
here we go, Johnny being secretive again.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing. We, for all we know, he may have.
I got a thing out of place.
He has to go to the chicken coop at like 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. All right, so there's myself and the singer from Hoffer Teacher right there in the parking lot. Yeah, it's a weird
I could see him doing both. Yeah. He's like a cross between David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar right there.
There we go. Jim Nicholas.
They're dads.
They're younger than them.
I can tell it's a late show when Johnny begins to whisper golf announcer style.
This hole's a par 3. He's gonna line up with I don't even know what the hell golf clubs are called.
That's right. Oh, because I told you I'm talking to a wall here, and
that makes sense. Actually,
we can relate at times.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. What great material.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so Friday might be the revolving late show where it's we start a little earlier. People are in and out.
I'll actually be able to watch.
I feel for you.
Yeah. Well, if I ever get a weekend off again, then I'll be able to actually watch a late show live.
Sully, dude, is that a real band name? Because that's really good. And I don't know
pretty good.
Why it didn't get blocked, but it's good that it didn't. I like that.
Oh, there's been a few choice words that have made it through tonight. I'm surprised.
Oh, I got to get Michael Knight.
Bozique's heading out. Thank you again, Bozique. Have an awesome rest of your night, buddy.
See you, man.
Blank Palette says you guys got to check out the new Katana amp that is wireless combined with a Strandberg, and you can play bass, synthesizer, acoustic with effects, all wireless. Is that just the Katana Air? Does all that?
I believe so. Yeah.
Is it out now? If so, I'm ordering one tomorrow.
Isn't there like a Bluetooth jack or something like that? Like,
yes.
Like some of the wireless systems, just a little. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
And I was watching Ola Englund was screwing around with it. And basically, because I was wondering, how do you charge the little, thing that goes into your guitar? You just plop it right into the amp and it charges it. I was like, that is
nice.
Awesome. Yep.
Nice.
I'm going to have to pick one of those up. Does anybody in here have one?
Right.
Good night, Bozique. Have a good one.
Ooh, my stomach is making some noises.
That's what that was?
Yeah.
Wow.
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard. No, I'm joking. I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't hear that.
My stomach isn't in my rear.
Oh, man.
Nice.
What do you eat backwards? John BL. I guess you're in here. He sent me something asking me if I ever heard of this or if you guys. Do you guys remember this? In 1993, what says 1993?
Ooh, I vaguely remember 93. Apparently I had a good time that year.
This is from the Van Halen encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia.
It says, before an outdoor show in Boston, a June bug managed to lodge itself in one of Eddie's ears,
I remember hearing about that.
nearly
I was gonna say, that sounds
damaging
familiar.
his eardrum.
Ooh.
While staying at the Four Seasons Hotel, the guitarist awoke several times throughout the night, experiencing excruciating pain, not knowing just what may be in his ear. Edward sprayed saline solution into his ear, and after whacking himself in the head several times,
Probably doing this. You know, the old getting water.
the
Cocaine
1 inch
hell of a drug.
insect fell into the sink. I remember hearing about that. I think I saw something on MTV about that because I think it was an MTV News thing, and they said that, yeah, that's right, Jim Nicholas. Yeah, the hotel kept the bug in a jar at the front desk after that.
Oh, yes.
Not really something you want to tout. It's, hey, this bug landed.
Yeah, but that was in Eddie's ear. Oh, well. Cool.
That'd be a great Hard Rock Cafe thing.
Yeah, but not the hotel. It's like, yo.
Yeah.
This bug.
You're like, so what you're saying is you have June bugs in your rooms?
Yeah.
Van Halen's ear.
And by the way, John, I did get your email. Thank you very much for that information.
And I want to say, if you're not already, subscribe to JJ's House of Jams. He's been posting a bunch of videos lately of his old band Score, and I am absolutely digging the music. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff.
I think I'm going to be doing an unboxing
Oh?
from him pretty soon.
Oh?
Yep.
That's a whole show right there.
Cool. This show should be renamed Everybody Loves Jay.
Everybody loves Jay.
Oh, Mark, that's terrible, man.
Except for Dave.
No. What do you mean? No, I love you.
Busting you. I'm just busting you.
Yeah, that's terrible, Mark.
Is this
Steve to a lesser extent.
who said they like this?
I did. Oh, yeah,
that's
black
what
and
you
red.
like?
Who doesn't
Yeah.
like that?
That's a cool guitar.
I like it.
Craig, do you want me to show this?
I just sent it. I showed it earlier. Where were you?
Yeah.
Where were you?
No, he sent me some. No, he sent me some other things.
When I saw one of them, I said maybe I would get him to commission a Canadian edition of a 5150, and wherever there's a star, put a maple leaf.
Ooh. Or a toque. Or a
toque.
beer.
Or both. A toque with a beer wearing a toque. Yeah.
And if you think back to Bob and Doug McKenzie's 12 Beers of Christmas or 12 Days of
Yes.
Christmas, 2 French toasts. You can just put a French toast where the stars are.
2 French toast. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a beer.
In a
And a
tree.
tree.
Yeah.
It's not Christmas till I hear that on the radio.
Nah, man. Or a hockey puck, blank palette. There you go, man.
Yep.
Speaking of hockey, Craig, do you want me to show this? He sent me Mully's headstock
I'm sure Molly wouldn't mind.
for Mully's guitar. See if he says yeah.
I'm waiting for a Bumblebee 5150. Waiting to see one of those.
Yeah. Well, Johnny posted on my page today. I was talking on my show earlier about Bumblebee guitars. Like, I played a Stripe Series guitar for the first time on Friday there.
How was it?
And the easiest way to describe it is I get it. I get what all you guys are talking about. I get it. You know, a decked Floyd Rose wow, played amazing, you know, super fast, super easy to play. I get it. That's the only way I can describe it. So, and I was saying earlier that I wouldn't mind the Bumblebee. And then I think it was Bruce had mentioned that they did a Bumblebee Wolfgang briefly. And then Johnny showed a picture of him holding a hardtail Bumblebee Wolfgang, which I didn't realize also has a striped headstock. And I was like, I need that guitar in my life. I need a Bumblebee Wolfgang with matching headstock. That's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why am I blurry?
Yeah.
I think there was a couple different ones. I think there was 2 different Bumblebee Wolfgangs.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, one of them was like a really rare one.
Undercooked.
There we go. There's Mully's headstock that Craig is doing for him. Right there.
Cool.
And then
Cool.
I'll show you the back of it. And I don't know what you guys are looking at, but I'll look.
I don't know what you're looking at over there.
I see you guys are looking at something, but and then there's the there we go.
Oh wow! Did Eddie actually sign that?
Wow, that's neat.
It's actually very cool. Yeah, I have those photos too, and I sent you guys something. Johnny, you can show it to me, or Jay, you can show that too.
All right, you show something. I'll show something. Look at this.
Yeah.
That. Come on, focus. Come on. There you go.
Yeah.
That is
awesome.
yeah.
That's Pete's guitar.
That's Pete's guitar. Okay.
Brooch.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a damn nice guitar.
It really. I'm like rotating the camera. Just look at the finish on this.
Craig, I do have one question. Why did you decide to go with those 5150 numbers and not the ones from EVH?
Yeah, that's what Dave's talking about. But that is really, really nice. Good job, man.
Oh, Showman just says there's a Fender Bumblebee Wolfgang on Reverb right now for $1,500. I wish.
You wish. He said there was.
I know, but you know, I'm about $14.99 short on that one.
I still got to put these on something.
Put them on the door of your toaster oven.
Those are the one, Craig. Those are the ones from EVH.
I think it's just
The Van Halen
the
store?
reflection. I think it might be just a reflection or something. That way they look.
Let me look at that again. The pyramids look smaller for some reason to me. I could be wrong.
Oh. Black Boat Yellow Belly, that is a very cool idea. I like that.
What, the Bumblebee Relic?
Yeah, yeah. I love that idea because we all know that Eddie wasn't happy with that guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like he refinished it, but yeah. I love that. Yeah, white over top of a Bumblebee. That's really a cool idea.
Well, I was mentioning a while back about it would be awesome to have a Wolfgang guitar that is relic. It's striped underneath but painted over, and then the finish is coming off, kind of like the white Wolfgang with the black underneath. It'd be neat to see that, the stripes coming through.
Or
awesome.
If you would have to use a photo finish, unfortunately. But like for the longest time, Eddie was playing the amber Wolfgang, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he first went with the Wolfgang. So it'd be like the amber, and it would look like a flame top, but somehow it's chipped and there's the stripes poking through.
Yeah.
Like the Frankie's just under the surface of a flame top. That'd be just trippy.
It's just cool that there's so many different variations of what he could do and what people are doing as well. Like Craig, look at all the different schemes he's, color schemes he's got going on, and they all look amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what Caleb's done with his builds recently.
Mm-hmm. Steve Anderson making his own 5150.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I might have to commission a Steve Anderson build at some point. Of course, it's going to take several months because of the details alone, right? You'll make sure it's perfect.
Would you get it striped, or you just get a, just a painted guitar, like
No, I think if I was going to have Steve build it, I would have him stripe it. Because I know you wouldn't want to do the hassle of the stripe job, Jay. So I wouldn't ask you.
No,
I'd ask Steve because I know.
The reason why, I mean, I'm sure it'd be fun, but if I do it,
It's not going to turn out to my satisfaction.
no, it would be one of those things where I would second guess every single stripe that I put on there. And I'd constantly be looking at it like, did I do that one right? Did I do that one right? So that's why I would drive myself nuts if I did it myself. Did it myself. What's Johnny doing? He's leaving somebody a voicemail. He's ordering food. What do you think he's doing?
He's ordering Taco Bell delivered.
Oh yeah, it's Taco Tuesday. I think I'm having tacos after this. See you guys later. Gotta go.
There you go.
Who's talking about tacos?
I had tacos.
Oh man, tacos are good, man.
Johnny hits Taco Bell almost as much as Joe Wentz hits Arby's.
Are amazing.
Yeah, I'm having tacos too. Yeah. So hey, so who is this? You're on the air.
Hello.
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 What's your name? Can you hear me? Huh?
Who's on the phone?
Wait a minute. Are you still here?
I'm still there, man.
You're still there? Yeah. Say something. You're live over the internet.
Oh, I didn't know you. So before you say what you say, make sure you say my name first.
I was asking you
So
your
I
name.
know you're talking.
I don't
to
even
me.
know your name.
You're talking to Jeff Alexander, my man. You're funnier
Jeff.
than funny.
Hey, Jeff.
Awesome.
It's Jeff.
What's
Jeff
up, Jeff?
Alexander.
Jeff Alexander, the one, the only Mr. Jeff Alexander.
Yeah,
from
Jeff.
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Jeff just called me, and I couldn't answer the phone.
So how
got a
is
lot
it
of
going,
Canadians,
guys?
man.
Are you having a good day, a good evening? Is everybody doing okay?
Doing great.
I
Yeah.
cannot believe that we're doing an online thing. Wow.
Yes. Can you hear them though? I don't know if
I can't hear anybody except for you.
Oh. Well, he'll have to watch it back to hear us.
Yeah. I think I'm friends with Jeff on Facebook, possibly.
I can maybe do this. Tell me if there's feedback.
I'll tell
Hello.
you.
Oh, God. I'm the one guy wearing headphones.
Tell me feedback at all.
No, but Jeff Alexander, I've got no feedback. As long as the reception is fine and clear.
That's pretty clear.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really clear.
I can hear another voice. Who am I talking to?
That was Dave Nesdall.
Hey, Dave, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you? I'm sorry I couldn't answer your phone because we were live.
It's all good, my man. So how many people do we have tuned into this conversation that's going on at the moment?
Well, there's
46.
46 in the chat or watching live, and then there's me, Jay Hannon, and we got Mr. Ben Coombs he's a fellow Canadian.
Hello, hello.
Absolutely. Hello, Ben. How are ya?
Doing great, Jeff. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. I just recently, today it just exploded. And the statement of how guitar sales are still amazing. And, there's so many companies now that are selling that of guitars and so on and so forth. But, like I was just telling John, the thing is, the younger guys within their 20s and 30s, well, even, 18, 20-year-olds, if not, through their 20s into their 30s, they're not buying guitars. It's guys within their 40s, 50s, and 60s, that are still able to go out and buy the guitars because it's having that of the finances to do so.
Well, I think another reason too is guys that are in their 40s like us. We had rock stars and guitar gods to look up to when we were, that young. And nowadays, the kids in their 20s. Right
now. Absolutely right.
Yeah. It's a shame. It really is a shame. We had all those guys posters on our walls and stuff.
And the Steve Vais and the Joe Satrianis and the Yngwie Malmsteens, and the list goes on.
Yeah.
But you listen to the radio, and I'm not meaning to give the radio hell, but who's the new heroes? You've got Greta Van Fleet, and everybody's giving those guys hell because, the lead vocalist sounds like Robert Plant, or the band sounds like that of Led Zeppelin. But jeepers, back in the 80s, how many bands were trying to sound like that of Van Halen, sound like that of Motley Crue, sound like that of, existing bands?
Yeah, you made great points.
Just beyond incredible. And yeah, we're now into the millennium. We are now 2018, and yeah, but who's the young guys, young girls? Who do they have to look up to? Right? The fact that the record companies have gone where they've gone, and everything now is all social media, and everybody and their dog is trying to be that of a vocalist. But it's just like a conversation I was in the other day. It's like, great, you've got a vocalist, but who are the ones playing the music? Who's playing the keys? Who are playing the bass? Who's playing the guitars? It's all guys, women our age.
The only way that's going to change, I think, is when the younger generation gets sick of being told what to listen to.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
When pop gets so processed that we get that reset, and it's going to be 3-4 people in a garage cranking up the amps,
car hold,
barely in tune, in the car hold, in the car hold, and just rocking out.
Like what happened in the 90s.
Happened in the 70s, happened in the 90s.
Alternative side of things.
Yeah, call it punk, call it grunge. There will be a reset.
Eventually.
There has to be something.
I'll say I saw a promising thing the other night. I went out to a metal show.
How many times I've got into online arguments with guys giving Greta Van Fleet. They're all young kids.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter that, they think that the lead vocalist, he gives more credit to that of Aerosmith than that of Led Zeppelin. Even though they sound very Led Zeppelin-ish in what they do, right?
I've honestly never heard them. So I'm the wrong person to ask on this.
Not a big deal, dude, but I'm telling you that they are a good band, but they are a bunch of young guys.
Yeah, but that's good. Have younger kids, kind of influenced by music that was in the 70s and that type of thing. That's a good thing. Hopefully that continues.
Everybody's been influenced by somebody, but like I told you, at the age we're at, in the 80s, how many players, how many bands were either trying to sound like Eddie or trying to sound like Van Halen?
Yep.
Trying to sound like Mick Mars, trying to sound like Motley Crue. Even Dimebag Darrell. He's got that of from the band Kiss tattooed on his arm. The guitar player, I got his name forgotten. I'm sure all you guys know, but him and Jim. No, him and Gene.
Mark St. John
have recently been on tour together. The first guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what the big problem is. A big problem is
What's that?
The parents these days need to stop buying their kids Game Boys and Nintendos and all that crap and buy them guitars.
Yep.
And tell them to learn how to play an instrument. Make
Agreed.
That's it.
And turn off pop radio and MTV.
MTV isn't even radio. It's not even music. There's no music anymore. It's just reality TV, and that's garbage. It's garbage.
Yeah. I when I was at the metal show last Friday night. Speaking of which, Jay, if you want to hear some serious shred metal, check out the videos I posted from Friday night.
Okay.
Insane. Like dual leads, you know, beautiful stuff. And the middle band that was playing, we had a 22-year-old guitar player playing a BC Rich. And I walked up to him and I said, "How do you even know who BC Rich is?" You know? And he said, "The internet, man. Motley Crue is my favorite band, and I'm a BC Rich player into a Marshall." I went, okay. Sure.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Hey, Johnny Beane, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, man.
I just tried to go. I'm trying to go online so I can request a video, so I can be on video with you guys. Is there a way that you can make me video savvy as well as I'm audio savvy?
Let me see. Sorry about all those texts you're hearing. I was added to a group earlier today with like 200 other people.
Oh, you can't leave it?
And so it's like people are like, huh? Somebody's like adding a bunch of videos to it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Hit the do not disturb button.
So many just flooding in.
I'm here video wise online if there's a way that you can connect me.
Well, I'm not going to be able to be on here too much longer.
Yeah, I think we're only doing like 20 more minutes. So
yeah.
Which is absolutely fine. But instead of me being blacked out other than that of audio, I just got my video hooked up. So if there was a way to connect me, then I could be video-wise with you guys as well.
We have usually anybody that I guess I'll be the I don't want to. But no, it's usually when anybody wants to come on, we got to do a test beforehand just to make sure everything works.
That's all.
You know?
So it's just that of audio, which is not a problem. Nobody needs to see my ugly mug anyway. LOL.
No, we'll have you on.
It can't be uglier than me. Come on.
I'm glad that, well, at least we had a little bit of a discussion in regards to that of the sale of guitars. At the same time, when I was in my 20s, I couldn't afford to buy that of a Sir guitar. I couldn't afford to buy that of where the price of Gibson Les Pauls are at right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, up here in Canada, for the most part, guitars are anywhere from $22,000 to $5,000. Even when you know, working and making that of amazing money, I couldn't afford to buy that expensive of a guitar. You still with me, guys?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, like an American Professional, which used to be a standard, essentially. American Professional, you're looking at the better part of $2,000 here in Canada.
But yeah, I mean, you look at Eddie Van Halen. It's now owned by his son Wolfgang. But that Frankenstrat, I mean, yes, that guitar is worth millions of dollars. But I mean, it's all B parts. When Eddie was in his 20s, it was all B parts, and he built that guitar, put it together, and it's got the red, white, and black stripes on it. Started out as a white and black guitar, and it's all freaking bike paint. And he didn't know how to properly wire.
Yep.
Apparently got electrocuted, and in the beginning, and of course not enough to kill him, thank God.
But that's what makes it so iconic, and the reason why it's so much, you know, means so
he
much.
pulled them out of garbage cans at you know, the guitar dealership he was messing around with, and yeah, he ended up putting that guitar together and built the guitar, and not from scratch, of course, but I mean, he assembled it. but it became so iconic, it's unreal. But it was Eddie's workhorse.
Yeah, but you know what? I honestly believe.
Goodness for Ken Tamplin, because of course the demo was done with that of Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons spotted, the first demo, but it never took off. It never went anywhere. It was Ken Tamplin. And I can't believe how many guys seem to forget the fact that it was or Ted Tamplin. Sorry, I didn't say
Ted
Ken.
Tamplin.
I meant to say Ted Tamplin. Yes,
Ted
my
Tamplin.
apology.
Templeman.
But it was Ted Tamplin who hit the record button while Eddie was warming up, and that's where Eruption came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? And sure, you know what? None of us are going to take away from Hendrix and what Hendrix was and what Hendrix did. Hendrix was the effects guy before effects really existed. But nobody, not that Randy Rhoads isn't and wasn't a great guitar player, because he sure was. I'm never going to take away from the man. Unfortunately, taken away from us way too early, too soon, right?
Yeah.
What Eddie Van Halen did, and because the record button was pushed, we all got a chance to experience something none of us had ever heard before, being that of Eruption.
That's absolutely true. But as far as the guitar is concerned, the guitar as a prop itself, I think that without that player, that guitar wouldn't be anywhere as popular. Or, I mean, yeah, I'm sure someone would have thought of putting a humbucker in a Strat body, but I don't think without Eddie Van Halen, I don't think that would be the craze like it is today.
I agree, David. I agree so much. It is just beyond amazing what happened, right? Took the humbucker out of his Gibson Les Paul, re-dipped it, threw it in the bridge position of a Strat, and the rest is history.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. All right. So, sorry. I got to split.
Don't apologize. It's all good. It was a pleasure, boy.
Howie's doing the pee-pee dance, they're telling me. Okay.
We'll talk to all of you again soon, all right? And I'm on
Facebook, Jeff.
so if you want to message me, please do so. Anyway, boys.
Great talking with you, Jeff.
Cheers, and girls, cheers. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk to you soon.
Good talking to you,
All
Jeff.
the best, guys.
All right.
All
See
right.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, there we are.
Nice to talk to you, Jeff. If I could say anything right now.
Jeff Alexander. We actually had him on here before, like years ago.
Yes.
Long time ago. Wow.
So that's two guys from Edmonton watching.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to hear.
Yeah, I know that. Dave.
It's nice to hear people talk about and even bring it up as far as, the guitars and guitar playing and the generations and all that stuff. And I love talking about that type of thing. So that was cool to Jeff that bring that up,
Yeah. I think, that it actually, I'm glad he joined us, because he brought up some excellent points and points that needed to be heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he called, the first thing he said was that if we had talked about some of that before, about guitars and basically what you guys were talking about.
And I'll have to check out Greta Van Fleet. I've been meaning to. I've been hearing good things. I'll check them out.
Great stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, like most people say, if you like Zeppelin, you'll like them. But the way I say it, if you like blues rock or groove rock, you'll like them.
And if you don't,
you like them a little less.
Cool. So what are we? It's 10 till. Man,
10 till.
You still got a birthday, man.
I do.
Wow. Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling great.
I'd like to hear what you sound like playing guitar right now.
What's that?
I'd like to hear what you sound like playing guitar right now. After drinking.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh boy, I opened my mouth.
Look out.
It's going to be Back to the Future all over again.
Ben to the future. Well, literally, it's your birthday. It is Ben to the future. You just got older.
Yeah.
You know, Ben, did you switch it over? You know how you switch from voice to?
Oh, right. Yeah. Hang on.
Try that and let's see if it actually
Ooh,
if you can hear it.
Yeah, good call.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's not cutting
I don't know
out.
if it even came through.
Yeah, it's not.
That's because they switched to studio than voice.
How do you do that?
But now the voice sounds really weird.
Yeah, hang on.
Now it's really.
There.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's the sound of Ben right now after all that moonshine.
That's me without an EQ stack.
How do you do that?
You click on the gear along the top of your window, Jay, in
Yeah.
Hangouts,
Yeah.
and it'll show you like your webcam, what
Yeah.
microphone you're using, and then it'll say
Yeah.
voice, and you switch that to studio.
Wait. What? Voice studio. Holy crap.
We can thank the Tone King for that.
Hold on a second.
Oh, you're wearing shorts.
Yeah, I'm wearing orange shorts. I'm gonna show off my legs tonight, you know?
Are they're sunset orange?
Sunset orange. So hold on. Can I do a comparison real quick? I'll go back to voice. Let's see, I'll go to voice. I'm not gonna play anything fancy. I'm just gonna.
Oh, come on, give me the intro to Mean Streets, Jay.
No.
It's my birthday.
I'm gonna.
Come on, it's my birthday.
Well, if it's on, tell me if the volume dips right now. Ready?
There, right there.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's dipping. Okay.
Poquito.
Well, it actually started dipped.
Okay.
It
Let
was
me
dipped from
try.
the beginning.
Here we go. Now it's
That's right, Clayton.
Doesn't sound as compressed.
what?
It's a lower overall volume, but it's coming through pretty clear.
Cool.
So what do you do?
You click
Now-
on the gear on the top there, Dave.
I don't have a gear.
You should
Hang
have
on.
like where you mute your mic, mute your camera,
Oh, the
adjust
gear.
bandwidth.
Yeah.
The gear. And the third was it the fourth drop down menu?
Says
You'll
voice.
say voice. You switch that to studio.
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 Whoa.
And then hit save, I suppose.
Yeah. No, hit cancel. Oh, I can hear myself.
Echo. Oh, that sounds gorgeous.
How's that sound? All
And that's what a sober player sounds like.
Yeah. Then you go from that to this.
Rain and blood?
Battering.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, I know
cool.
it's echoing, huh? All right, I'll take it off.
Major echo.
Who is that?
Everybody? Okay, I'm
Back to voice. Back to the
voice,
voice.
yeah.
Man, that's cool. Thank you for that little tidbit, Ben.
Tidbits.
Johnny would never have told us that because he doesn't want us playing.
Happy birthday, gang.
Tidbit. Remember that? Remember those? Tidbits?
And Dave, you broke into the perfect Stones intro there to try it out. That's like one of my favorite intros, that lazy slide in.
Yeah, it's that, capo on the 4th fret. Yeah, it's really.
It does sound good, man. Hey now, Sully dude.
And people wonder why I love the Stones so much. Stuff like that.
Keith Richards he's God. God. I mean, yeah, he can't put single notes together to make anything make sense. But his rhythm playing with 2 fingers, he does it with 2 fingers.
Yep.
And it is amazing what he does.
Yep.
And if you jump on stage, he will take his guitar off and hit you with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that guitar that he hit that guy with is about 15 pounds. It's the same guitar that Johnny has, except a real 72, and they were all boat anchors. Actually,
right.
His is 75, I believe. But they were all boat anchors.
And because of Keith Richards, you have to register those guitars as weapons now. Can I do it? Did it to myself.
Whoa.
Ooh.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
All right. Are you guys good?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Doing good? All right, everybody.
Thank you, Clayton James Hicks.
Yes, happy birthday. Have a happy rest of your birthday tonight.
Thank you.
The feeling
Both hours.
You'll be getting more and more
Liquored up, as they say in Canada.
Oh, I'll probably mellow out. I'll be in bed in a couple hours. So, and Dry Heat 480 challenged me. He said, if I'm drinking this much tonight, I have to go live at lunch tomorrow. So I may, in fact, go live at lunch tomorrow to see a completely hungover Ben.
No, Ben, you should go live on your way to work. No, you should go live when your alarm clock goes off.
Oh.
That would be,
Yes.
yeah, that would not be pleasant.
Yeah. We'll see him. We'll see him sitting there at his desk with the Bloody Mary.
Yes. Hair of the dog, gang. Hair of the dog.
With the celery stick hanging out of it.
Yes.
Look, Ma, I'm eating a vegetable.
He'll be vaping out of a celery stick.
You got to get the V8 vape juice.
You got the V8 flavor. Coils.
I'll be all leaning over to the side. I should have had a V8.
Yes. All right. Yeah. There it is.
Happy birthday, Ben.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Dave.
I hope you got your wish. You wanted to be on the show?
I did. I got to hang out with all my friends here in YouTube world. I swear I hang out with you guys more than I hang out with anybody local. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys for having me on and hanging out with all of our friends here.
People live up in Canada?
Well, we try.
Okay.
We try.
Yeah. Hey, G.
Hey, G. Thanks, G.
Yes. Yeah. All right. We're out of here. David, it says. Good to see you, David.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anybody's names, and so when you strummed the chord, your name popped up. So good. Jay Hannon. Good to see you, man. Congratulations on your unboxing tonight.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Anderson. Oh, thanks again, buddy. Look at that. Hold on. Let me give you one last shot. Is it upside down? No.
No.
Okay.
No more than usual.
Just making sure. Pal. Thank
That's
you,
what she
Steve.
said.
You are awesome. See if I just, what do you think? Just attach it to the back of the guitar like that?
Match the stripes up perfectly.
There it is.
Yeah, that's it.
Steve, look at that, man. All right, Beane.
No, it just makes it look like a striped telly.
Cool. All right. Happy birthday, Ben.
Thank you.
Just watching you drink that stuff, I'm totally out of it. Man,
Yeah.
the fumes. You know,
I put a bit of a dent in it. Well, one more for the road. Why not?
one more.
Go.
One more. We got to present.
Go.
We got to present.
Go.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you
For
for
the
tuning
road.
in for my birthday. That was a pretty big gulp.
Wow. That stuff looks illegal.
He's done, eh?
It is. It is. But I only snuck it across 5 or 6 states and an international border.
Oh, wow.
And you're admitting that on the internet.
Yeah, statute of limitations.
It's like the cops show up. You go to flush it real quick, and they open up the lid, and there's just steam coming out.
yeah, pretty much.
And you're like, oh, that chalupa, man. All right. Yeah. Pickle juice.
Pickle
Yeah.
juice, yeah.
It'll get you pickled juice.
yeah.
Did
It'll
anybody
make
else
me like Keith Richards.
After you guys take the last pickle out of the jar, do you drink some of the juice before you dump it?
No.
No comment.
I do.
No comment.
It's good.
I don't think I've done
Brine.
that. The chips are good. You guys ever had the pickle flavored potato chips?
Oh,
Those
yeah.
those are really good.
All right, we're starting a new show.
Yeah.
We're just
Chip talk.
Chip chat.
And you got to say it like real quick like that, too. Welcome
Chip chat.
to Chip Chat.
Chip chat.
Hey everybody, it's Johnny Beane, 7:03 p.m. May 22nd, Ben's birthday. Welcome to Chip Chat, where we talk about drinking pickle juice.
And license plates.
Yeah.
Pickle Chat.
It's late at night. We have pickle talk.
Instead of pillow talk.
As long as you're not tickling the pickle, that's all.
Oh man.
All right, you know it's getting late when I can't stop making noise on my guitar.
Yeah, I was like, I got a 2.5 seconds of Cathedral. That's about as close as I'm going to get to Mean Street.
Oh,
tonight.
you caught that, huh?
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I caught that.
Pickle cast. All right. We're out of here. If you're just tuning in, rewind it.
Yep.
And
About
if
2
you're brand
hours
new,
of this.
if you're brand new, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell so you'll get an alert every time there's any kind of action on this channel.
If you want to give me a birthday present, folks in the chat, go down to the link to my channel on my page. Give me a subscribe.
That's all Ben wants. Just to
That's all I want.
subscribe.
Just a sub.
I mean, for Christ's sake, give him a subscribe. Damn. The guy's birthday. For crying out loud.
All 236 people can't be wrong.
236,000? Damn, man. Doing pretty good.
Yeah, I wish. There's something seriously wrong with the world if 250,000 people were tuned into me.
Dave, is that the code signal for let's get out of here?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, hey, right? I mean, if we wait one more minute, less than a minute, we'll be exactly 2 hours.
2 hours.
So
Does somebody make noise for a minute?
we got 30 seconds. I'll shut this off in exactly 21 seconds. Everybody say what you got to say.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I love each and every one of you.
Except for you, and you, and you, and you, and you.
Well, you're cool.
7.
But the rest of you.
4, 3, 2. Giant Bean.tv. Goodbye.